Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, we are gonna talk about the new controller agent, Astra. We're gonna talk about her abilities, what they are, what they look like, and what you could do with it in game. So let's get straight into a custom lobby here. We got everything on and let's go. And there she is. Damn, look at that.
On a higher plane, Charlie.
So cool. I can't wait till we start using her in competitive. Okay, so we are here at round start by phase. I turned all the cheats off except the pause match timer, so we could see what she has on her kit at the beginning of each round. So you already have your C, Q, and E abilities, and as you can see at the top, you have rings. Right, that's gonna be your stars. You're gonna have 2 stars for free at the beginning of each match. So you only have to spend 600 credits in total for her kit to buy the stars. So all of her abilities rely on the stars. Let's go to mid, check her abilities out. So you press X, which puts you into astral mode. And we can just call this the astral map, right? Everything you see here, the astral map. So we press left click to put a star down. Let's just put all 5 of them. And if you right click, right, that's gonna activate your ult. If ever your ult is ready, you need 7 ult points for it to activate, but we can do that later. So we have our C ability, which is a
Pulling
pull.
them in.
And then the stun ability, and then
Obscuring vision concealment.
our 2 smokes, which is E. And then we also have an extra ability, which is recall, which lets you recall your
Taking
star.
that back.
So let's explore her C ability. Let's put down a star right in front of us, and her C is gonna be a black hole, which pulls everything in the radius towards the middle.
Pulling them in.
It's gonna look like that. Now let's try to be inside the area of effect.
Pulling them in.
Okay. Oh wow, it also has a vulnerable effect too. You're gonna take double damage from the enemies if you're under that effect. It's kinda like a alarm bot in the Killjoy. Alright, so as you can see, it's a movement disruption ability, right? And movement is relative to aim or recoil, right? So as you're being pulled, you're gonna have bad recoil. You can't shoot back or fight back to your enemies. If you're trying to run away from it, same thing. You're moving, you can't really fight back, and you're just gonna take advantage of the enemy while they're moving. So let's try it.
Pulling
I'm
them
gonna
in.
get pulled. I'm running. I'm being sucked. I'm running away. It's just really bad recoil, plus the vulnerable effect if you're actually getting caught. So let's try to counter it, right? I'd say we stay in the middle and see how the recoil goes.
Pulling them in.
So I'm in the middle. Shoot. Okay. So that works. You can fight. If you stay in the middle, you can fight back. You can shoot back, but you're gonna be under the vulnerable effect if you do. So let's try running away. Let's see what happens. We could start in the middle and then we try to get away from the pull.
Pulling them in.
Okay, that's a decent time. That's a decent time. It's enough for you to take advantage of it and just peek and just get your enemies while they're still trying to run away. So what else can we do with the C ability? Let's say you are in B, right? This is your happy place that you have been assigned to by your teammates. You're holding down B and you're putting stars all over the map, right? Just in case something bad happens. And let's focus more on the star here at choke point A. So your teammate's gonna be there. He's gonna say they're rushing everyone, and the
Right
enemy
there.
team is just rushing down A to the choke point. And what you could do is, if your teammate is familiar with Astra, he could call a pull, right? You could pull that star, and that would stop the enemy from rushing. So think of it as like a killjoy nade that stops them from rushing, but without any damage. So let's come over here and see it firsthand. Place a star there.
Pulling them
then you're
in.
gonna have at least 3 seconds of like good stopping power for the enemy rushes, and your teammates could play off of that. You could throw a nade in there, a molly, or just peek and shoot them while they're struggling to get out. That's a pretty good ability.
Need that back. Knocking them, concussing them.
What about on the attacking side? What can we do on the attacking side? So let's say you're the one who's rushing, right? With your team, you got your smokes down, but we'll talk about that later.
Blocking fish, blocking
Smokes
fish.
down, your team are rushing. What you could do as Astra on attacking side, right, is clear out a portion of the site for your team. So I want to clear out this corner here. In a site, my teammate is rushing down, and I can, as soon as the start is ready, I can press
Pulling
C,
them in.
and I can just pull that area
Right there.
of the site. And the enemy is gonna be running away from it, or they're gonna be
Right
stuck there.
there.
They're gonna be vulnerable, and your teammates are just gonna take advantage of that. So now let's explore her Q ability, which is the stun. The effect of the stun
Knocking them.
is just like the breach stun. You get pretty bad movement. You're gonna get slowed, pretty bad recoil. You're gonna be swaying, disoriented. There's gonna be a little animation time before the stun actually hits. So as you can see, it kind of builds up real quick and then drops down and then stuns you. So let's get into the area of effect here. Let's get stunned.
Blasting them.
Just like that. And it lasts for 4 seconds too, which is pretty decent. So if you're like a mobile player, you could easily imagine like combos with your pull and stun, right? So you pull the enemy, you stun them, and you take advantage of that. I'd say you could use it just like the pull ability, right? You can use it to stop rushes, although I wouldn't rely on it that much just because of the duration. Like, it's so quick.
Concussing them.
There's not much you could really do. But you could still use it for that, or you could use it for like aggro plays. Maybe your enemy is stuck somewhere, you could stun it for your teammate and they could take advantage of that. And for attack, it's really good on attack because you can use it to clear out areas, just like your pull ability, right? So I'm executing the site, right? I'm clearing this side with my pull, and I'm clearing default side with my stun, right? And if you look at the map, just that's a lot of area on the site that's gonna be cleared just by one agent alone, right? So
Knocking them.
Stunning
Obscuring
that.
vision.
oh, I used the wrong ability, but you get what I mean, right? It's a big area of the map that you could clear all by yourself. That's really powerful. You could even use it on post plant, right? You could set the bomb down, put the star on top of the bomb, and just like take advantage of it.
Spike planted.
Easily a clutch agent right here. Get the bomb down. As soon as you hear the tap, or the bomb's almost gonna go off, he's getting pressured. He has no choice but to defuse, you know.
Blasting
You
them.
just stun that, and you just take advantage of that. And if you guys are asking if you could use the pull ability to cancel the plant, you cannot.
To the entrance, there's a box on the right side. I can place a wall on it, and Jet can literally just updraft on it.
Recovering it.
We're scrumming.
No more stars. Obscuring vision.
No, I headshot her.
One was CT. Heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Left
Last
line.
player
I'm on.
standing.
Pulling them in.
It doesn't pull them up.
For real?
No.
Not
Yeah,
on,
it
not on
doesn't.
diffuse, not on
Not on
diffuse.
diffuse?
On
Wow.
plant it does, yes.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense. They can't destroy it, so that would be like super busted.
Okay, so let's check out your smoke ability. I'm gonna turn off cheats because I want you guys to see the cooldown. Alright, so you can only pop 2 smokes at one time,
Concealment. Concealment.
and it's gonna be a 15-second cooldown till the next smoke. So Astral Smoke, right? It's kind of similar to Omen Smoke, Dark Cover. The only difference is that you get that galaxy feature right here. It's pretty cool. If you go inside, the smoke is very clear, just like Dark Cover. And I want you guys to see something, right? I don't know if the devs did this on purpose or I don't know, but
Blocking vision.
if you go far away from the smoke, right, you can see like a a ghastly outline, right? You can barely see at the edges. But if you go close, it just disappears and you can clearly see what's going on. So if you put it on situations like this, where it could become a one-way,
Targeted, obscuring vision.
okay, just like this, right? So I could see B main pretty clearly, right? I could see it. But if I'm on the other side, I don't see a thing. I can't see heaven, right? So that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be an issue. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it's really powerful. Now let's talk about her recall ability. So this is an extra ability to where you can recall your star if you don't want to use it, right? So you place a star down on the map, but you don't want it there on that location, right? So you can just press F,
Recovering it.
and it's gonna pop a 2-second smoke. I'm gonna recall one. As you can see at the top of my abilities, it's color yellow now. That means you use that star, you recall that star, and it's on cooldown until you can use it again. So you're gonna see that yellow charge until the ring gets full yellow. So you could definitely make some plays off of that recall smoke. Right, so let's say there's an enemy here, hard corner left side, right? He's stuck in there. So you could ask your teammate Astra to like put a recall smoke right there. He's gonna recall it. It's gonna last for 2 seconds, pop off right away, and that enemy thinks it's a smoke, right? It's a full 15-second smoke. He's gonna take advantage of it. He's gonna run away back here, and then the smoke disappears suddenly, and you can just shoot him while he's trying to run away, right? So things like that. You could do some pretty good plays. So lastly, let's talk about ultimate. Right, her ultimate ability is a huge wall. So you press X, right? And then you press right click for your ult. And then what this is this beam is a marker to where you start putting a point on the map, and then you can start drawing your line. So after you press right click, you press left click. You don't need to hold left click. You just need to tap it once, and then you can start drawing your line. So I'm gonna put this right here, and this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, so huge wall. You can shoot through it. You can walk through it, but you can't shoot through, and you cannot hear through it. Like whatever is happening on the other side, you will not hear that. The wall lasts for about like 20 seconds. When the barrier disappears, it reminds me of the War of the Worlds sound. You know, like when the alien appears, alien tripod appears, it makes that really weird sound. Okay. So one of the things that you can do with Astra's ultimate ability is you could probably do a full execution on it. Like, say you put a marker here, and then the wall down here. And then you could just rush into your site. All of your teammates, the only point of contact that you can take is just these parts. You're clearing out heaven, hell, rafters, and after that, you can just plant for B main, and all of you could like fall back or play retake, whatever you guys want. Or maybe the enemy is planting for B main, right? So you're planting the bomb here, they're looking at backside to extend the distance of the spike. And if you're Astra, right, you could just ult B main. Put a wall right there.
Well divided.
And then that's it, right? Your enemies can shoot through, and they cannot hear the bomb. They don't know if it's being defused or not. They have no info on anything. They can't do anything right behind that wall. So if you listen, you hear the bomb. If you're here, you can't hear anything. On the other side of the wall, you can't hear anything. So it's really good for situations like that, especially on Haven, right, where the enemy plants on C, and then they play for C long. So it's good for situations like that. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited now for Astra to come out, to be used in ranked, and especially in tournaments. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next video.